Do you remember when you and I were standing around with a few friends at the South Florida Folk Festival? And it was really cold. It was 2003. And you remember how cold it was that year?
do. I remember that.
Oh, my God. And I was wearing a wig because my hair had fallen out. And, you know, I'm vain. And
I know what you're going to say.
yeah, and I had the wig and the hat and the gloves, and we were all standing around laughing. And we were standing there, Grant Livingston, and he and I were just muttering little funny things to each other in the little breaks in the music. And then he said something that made me laugh so hard, and I leaned over and I thought I was leaning on you, and you moved a little bit, and I fell over, and my wig fell off. Do you remember that?
I don't. Oh, I'm so sorry.
You cad.
I do remember.
You just happened to be shifting right when I leaned over. And it was so funny. And I'm like, what was really sweet about it was like everybody was really concerned, and I couldn't get off the ground by myself because I was still at the point where I really should have still been using a cane, but I was so vain, you know, and I didn't want to bring a cane to a folk festival, and so everybody helped me get up, and they're like, oh my God, are you okay? And I was like, yeah. And then because everybody showed concern, I could laugh about it right then. You know, but if everybody just pointed at me and laughed when I fell on the ground, it wouldn't be funny. So it was a really interesting moment for me to see how important it is that you can laugh at pain as long as you feel like somebody cares. You know, I think that's really the key. So this is something about losing too much weight. And you've heard the song before. Michael has. Maybe not everybody listening. And I was, part of my recovery down here was to go on a really strict diet. No wheat, no dairy, no cheese, no chocolate, no reason to live. And I actually got too thin. I was also on diuretics at the time because of the kidney problems and my swollen legs and everything. So between the diuretics and the diet, I actually got too thin. And I wrote these new lyrics to one of my old songs, parodied myself. I was just wondering, hypothetically, what would you do? Theoretically, if something should happen accidentally or medically, what if your butt was gone? If sitting in a wooden chair felt like tax and you found you had nothing to hold up your slacks because instead of a butt now you just had a crack, something would have to be done. Would you write Dear Abby for advice in a letter? Put a cushion in your chair to make it feel better. Try to fatten up with brie and cheddar. What if your butt was gone? If your butt disappeared without a trace and everyone looked all over the place, why do you have that look on your face? It could happen to you. If that booty, patootie, that sweet derriere were now inexplicably no longer there, how soon would you miss it? How much would you care? What do you think you would do? Would you call me up? Would you fall to pieces? Would you make it the topic of your doctoral thesis? Trying to go out and find a prosthesis. What if your butt was gone? A butt, as you know, could be curvy or flat, dimpled or pimpled, skinny or fat, just like an opinion. Everyone's got one, but what if your butt was suddenly not one? If something should happen, hypothetically, what would you do? Theoretically, if something should happen accidentally or medically, what if your butt was gone? Would you call me up? Would you start confiding how you tried to make it grow with fluorescent lighting? How you had to give up horseback riding? What if your butt was gone? Would you realize there's a good selection? Shopping for clothes in the children's section. Go to your closet, make a commotion. Take out your pants and throw them in the ocean. This is the sing-along part. Does your butt hang low? Does it wobble to and fro? Can you tie it in a knot? Can you tie it in a bow? Can you sling it over your shoulder like a continental soldier? What if your butt was gone?
Carla Ulbrich, alive in the WLRN studio. Well, I'm sure your husband's told you, but your butt has recovered.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
I did not tell her that.
Yeah, he knows better. But yeah, it did come back. It brought reinforcements.
Have you